What's going on YouTube? We are back again with another video. Today I am making and starting the build series this week. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with Ajax. Now bear with me guys, this is my first build video on this game, so I don't really know the entire process these YouTubers or whatever go over with their build videos. I don't really watch theirs. This is my version of it. And then if you guys want to see more or have questions or want to see something else in my build videos, please let me know in the comments. So when I do the next video of the series, I can get those answered for you and then we can break it down. So today we're going to go ahead and start with Ajax. I'm just going to do solo builds. I don't really like have a team I come on here every day to play with. I'm always like 95% of the time I'm solo unless I have a friend that comes and invite me every now and then. So let's go ahead and break down the build and get into the game. All right, so we're here with Ajax. You're probably wondering, since this is a starter end game build, you want to know exactly how to start in the end game and also how to start Ajax correctly, right? So say for example, you did just unlock Ajax and he's level 1. How do I get him from level 1 to 40 pretty fast? Probably under 2 hours, but if we're doing it solo, 3 hours minimum, like max, no more than 3, right? So we're going to go ahead and break down exactly where to go to do this fast. All right. So let's go ahead and go over here to, um, let's go ahead and go over here to Echo Swamp. Okay. Once we're here on Echo Swamp, you see this mission called Defend Albion Resource. All right. We're going to go ahead and go here to level him up from 1 to 40. And then once we're done here, we're going to go ahead and actually build him with the modules and also talk about his stats. All right. So let's go ahead and break him down. All right, cool. So here we are on the inventory screen. This is where the settings are. This is where you pick your weapons, where you put your modules on, your reactors, your external components, etc., etc. So I'm going to go ahead and break it down how I would do it once I hit level 40 and exactly what I would use with any of these descendants that I'm going to show you in these series as of right now, because that's just where I'm at with it right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and break down the Thunder Cage. I still have to re-roll the fourth one. I do not want to have toxic ATK on there. I am trying to roll uh weak point damage on here. All right. So we'll eventually get that, but that's what I have right now. And then we're going to go ahead and talk about the devotion hand cannon. I am also working on this. I do not want electric ATK on there. I am trying to get weak point damage on there. So if you guys can get weak point damage rolled all gold or maxed out, that would be wonderful. And also I am running the proof launcher as well. I am still working on re-rolling these. I want to get explosive ATK already gold. I want to get critical hit damage on here. Weak point damage is perfect. And I just want to get either critical hit chance, or I want to have versus Colossus on this one as well. The reason why, if you guys, for example, I'm going to give you guys a tip here for those who might not know this yet. When you try to improve or like upgrade, like say you haven't reached end game yet and you had all your prior weapons, say for example, you're more than likely probably going to have the Thunder Cage before you hit level 100, and then you upgrade it to level 100 by just like using the transmission station. Just so you know, when you upgrade your weapon, if it's not already 100 and you upgrade it to 100, your stats will be gray. And in order to have the actual max stats of a level 100 weapon, you have to re-roll them again. All right. So remember, keep in mind that you need to go ahead and research those control axes. Oh yeah. Also, I do not spend anything in this game yet, due to the fact that I'm trying to do everything free first before I reach like nothing else to do, and then I'll just start buying skins and then go from there. But I will not use any of these builds, so this is all free and this is all obtainable from anybody. Just if you have any questions in the comments, let me know. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and break down the reactor I'm using now. So this is a level 100 reactor. We're going to use this because we're using the Thunder Cage. We're using the Thunder Cage mounting. Also, we're talking about the skill power boost ratio of non-attribute skill power boost and dimension skill power boost has been checked off for both of these. And the stats, I'm working on getting better ones, but this is what I have right now. I have a skill critical hit rate with dimension skill power boost for my shields and stuff, right? So this is a pretty good reactor to use. You can farm this as well. If you guys want to know, I can also make a video on farming these different components I will be breaking down in this build series in a separate video. These are the external components I have right now. As you guys can see, I don't have that many. So I'm just going to work with what I have. So I have the max shield one. You guys can obtain this at a level 100 just by farming. You'll probably end up getting one of these. So I have a max shield one. It just comes with module drop rate, super shard drop rate. It makes that a lot easier for me to attain, and I get a little bit more. But like I said, this is not really useful in combat wise, but for farming wise, that'll be useful. Right now I have this. I'm just using, I know it's a set piece, but I'm not trying to get this set. I actually have a set that I'm going to be looking for, and I will update that when I get I will update this build when I get that, and I'll show you guys exactly what it is. So right now I'm just using this set for the max HP and HP recovery and shield recovery out of combat stats. So if you can get one of these, this is good. But or if you can get any sensor that has max HP, that would work. That's level 100. All right, so defense, I also don't really care about this one for the memory. I want to go with HP, as much HP as possible, and I'll explain why I say that in a minute. But we're going to go ahead and go with this one because that's just what I have right now. But the defense, I personally want to get HP here. Try to get HP if you can here. If it's not possible, then defense is where we want to go. These stats are not good. Once again, you want to get HP, and electric resistance does not matter. You want to get something else like a recovery stat there. So for the processor, I have match HP again. So this is what I'm talking about. This is perfect. The only issue is it doesn't have good stats on it. So I have to roll for a new stats, but max HP is what I am looking for. And also I will be changing this out for a 4-piece set as well when we do that updated video. So as you guys can see here over on the left-hand side, my firearm ATK is about 21,000. Skill power is about 17,000. And my defense is 13,000, which I really wanted to get lower, but 13,000 is not that bad, actually. It's pretty decent. Probably between 10 and 15,000, you'd be fine. That'd be good. No more than 15,000. You don't really need that much defense because you want to go ahead and put it all in your max HP. As of right now, I have 12,000 max HP. So I'm working on that, and my max shield is 500. I want to keep that low because if you don't realize, let's go ahead and talk about the skills that Ajax has, right? So he is a non-attribute and dimension. So that's why we had the dimension stats on our reactor, because we wanted to get a modifier for the dimension so his shields can be stronger. Okay. We want to go ahead and talk about, he also uses tech, but you want to go ahead and get the reactor with the dimension because the shield is really what Ajax needs. He's not really an offensive character. He's more so of a defensive character. So you want to have strong shields as much as possible, right? And then where is it at? Okay, let me see here. Okay, so I had to figure it out. So the reason why you want to have a lot of HP instead of your shield, personally, especially your shield, just for shield for this one. For Ajax, you definitely need HP and defense, but like I said, between 12 to 15,000 is pretty decent. But you want to get a lot of HP because for some reason in this game, a lot more HP than shield and defense is like best in slot when it comes to like defending yourself and keeping yourself alive. So you want to have as much HP as possible. Make that first, your defense second, and your shield last. Okay. So anytime you have modules, for example, like me, I was going to go ahead and break it down. I'm going for max HP. You see how my shield is negative 21 because I don't care about that. I actually just want max HP. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this all the way. This is for everybody starting out without an energy activator. So we're just doing this without an energy activator. I highly recommend not putting an energy activator unless you're doing the ultimate Ajax. I will put the energy activator in ultimate Ajax instead of the regular Ajax. But if this is what you have right now to start off the end game, you want to go ahead and get HP amplification module first. And then you want to go ahead and get increased HP for 218%. Go ahead and max that out as much as possible. And then we're going to go with skill duration because we want our shields to last up longer. We want our dome to last longer for everybody. And we're going to go with HP heal of 7.4%. So this is also good to use. Then we're going to go ahead and do focus on dimension because why? Like I said before, guys, we have dimension skills that we need, especially these barriers, guys. We need these barriers to keep stay alive, right? So dimension skill modifier 51 max, oh, not maxed out, but it's leveled up to about 51.7% with a skill cooldown of -6.1%. Right. And then we're going with Dimension Master. I would upgrade this all the way. Like I said, if you would put an energy activator in there, which I highly recommend Ultimate Ajax to do that, then I would max this all the way out so I can have more skill power and dimension skill power modification, right? So that's what I have. And then we're going with a 331% max HP. And then we're going with negative max shield because we don't care about that. Duration of 13.9, HP heal of 7.4. Then we're going 12% skill power and 57.7% dimension skill and skill cooldown of -6.1. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my weapons real quick, uh, because that is really the bulk when it comes to the damage, when it comes to Ajax. I'm just going to summarize this because I will continuously break this down in the build series, because I use these weapons with all my descendants as of right now. So we're going to go ahead and talk about what modules you need to farm, and then the upgrading really doesn't matter because you just need the module and then you can upgrade it when you want if you have the gold and the Cupid shards for it, right? So we're gonna go ahead and talk about fire ATK is what you need. You definitely need firearm ATK. That's like a must-have. That's a slot. Just get it. All right. Then you want to get action and reaction. That's a must-have. Get it. Get it. Just best in slot. Get it. Right. So because it gives you firearm ATK. Firearm ATK is very important when it comes to weapons. Okay. Then we're gonna get then I have reload insight. Just want to modify the reload, have faster reload. And then it gives me also critical hit rate of 3%. So that's just a bonus there. Then we're going to go ahead and talk about firearm critical hit rate with better insight. Got to get better insight. That's a best in slot. Need to have that as well. Then we're going to go ahead and talk about focus fire, weak point damage of 20% with firearm critical hit damage of 6.5%. Then we're going to go with better concentration with critical hit damage of 74.8%. I definitely need that. Best slot. Grab that. Okay. Bullet rain fire rate of 20% because it gives me an additional fire ATK of +1, so that's huge to have. So get that fire rate up, right? Then we have to get this. Now this is a good mod I need you to farm. It does lower our fire rate, but we don't really care because we already have 20% here, so we have an additional 10%, right? So when firing a firearm ATK +1% for 2 seconds up to 150 stacks. So that means your firearm ATK can go up to 150 percent for 2 seconds, right? So and it removes effect when reloading or changing firearm. Well, we're reloading. It is what it is. But basically, we get an increase in firearm ATK, which is a huge advantage. Then we're gonna finish it off with weak point damage. I need to upgrade this some more, um, but I haven't reached the next. I haven't reached 40 yet. So once I hit 40, I'm going to use so you guys can see me do it. I said crystallization catalyst. I'm gonna use those to put some more slots here so I can increase my capacity up some more, right? So this is what I have for the Thunder Cage. All right. And this is really my main weapon. I use these on the side if I run out of ammo on this one, but I'm usually just farming right now. But like I said, this is what I usually use. And sometimes I'll swap it out with my tamer when I'm doing like boss fights and I need to get the boss down pretty quickly. I will use my tamer, but I don't want to upgrade this because it's not good anymore. There's actually Enduring Legacy is actually a better machine gun than this, so I stopped upgrading this. But if I need the damage or DPS, I will use that on occasions. But with hard mode bosses, I actually would probably just use this instead now, because I have a lot more damage than my tamer, right? So that's just a heads up for you guys. These are secondary, but we're gonna go ahead and go over them. As you can see, they are clearly, you can tell they're secondary because I don't have that much stuff in them yet. Weak point damage, firearm ATK, firearm critical hit damage, firearm critical hit rate, insight focus, focused fire, and slow art. Slow art is something that you guys haven't seen yet. Slow art gives you firearm ATK of 41.3 with a fire rate of -16.5%. I am going to upgrade this weapon to max. So like I said, I just haven't finished it yet because I'm doing the Thunder Cage first. But once I get to this one, I will be showing you guys what it looks like on an updated video. Let's go ahead and talk about the proof, what I have for the proof. Once again, this is your number one module you want to upgrade first and foremost. This is your number one module you want to get all the way up. Fire rate up, insight focus, better insight. Strengthen first shot is something you haven't seen yet, and this is an ultimate module. I'm getting this one because after reload, my first shot firearm ATK goes up to 155%, and it can go up even higher when I max it out. And the cooldown is only 13%, so it's pretty good because this also has a timer on it, so it detonates after a certain time. So I'm getting those seconds back. So it works out, right? So that's what I have right now for this one. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this build video. I know it was long because I wanted to go ahead and explain everything, exactly what you want to do to build this up. And if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. I believe I covered everything as far as stats wise. I guess these are the stats that you might want to see for each weapon. You can pause it here. I'm just going to go ahead and break it down real quick. All right, so that's it. Like I said, if you're new to this channel, if you like this video, work with me here and then let me know in the comments below what I need to to either shorten or add in my next build video so you guys can know exactly what to do or get, right? So until next time, guys, catch you later. Peace.